Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. You haven't missed too much just yet. We're still in the first quarter and ready for a kickoff. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in.
And it'll be intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 7-7, our score after 1. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he's got this down to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A handoff for Etienne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that. And picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On play action, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. Should be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Carson Wentz and the Colt offense ready to go back to work. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, then...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Complete to Hilton. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Colts. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now Lawrence on first down. His throw incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. But to throw again is Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Flush to his right. Right there, Chenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. LaVisca Chenault in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed? Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there on the run. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A give, it's ETN off the option. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, a run with ETN. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a give running left with Mack. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some block.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. It's complete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Wentz to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Back now in Jacksonville, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And they'll begin by running the option. Shoves him aside. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with...
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run here with Etienne. And he'll go down at the 28.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Etienne with it. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So now another 2-point conversion attempt coming up for the Jaguars. They'll try and run it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Here's Rodgers to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.